Genshin Impact, Bleach Brave Souls, Raid Shadow Legends, not sponsored by the way. These are the things that are single-handedly ruining our youth, melting your brains, putting red 40 into your food, microplastics into the soil, deconstructing the concept of religion as we know it, and the reason why the Denver airport looks the way it does. Joking. Although many of these issues are real-world issues, gacha games, esports betting, and loot boxes are in a whole tier of their own when it comes to troubling issues that adolescents must face in the modern world. Hello, my name is Tifa Nguyen, and I'm a business major. Does that have anything to do with sociology and esports gambling? No. But I was assigned a silly little assignment for my final in my English 101 class that involves making this video. Let me explain in a few short minutes why financially risky activities associated with video games, such as loot boxes, gacha games, and esports betting, is harmful to youth development. Reason number 1. A bunch of studies have found that adolescents participating in these activities are prone to things such as increased anxiety, gambling addictions, and poor academic performance. Some of these studies have more harsh wording than others. One study from the Journal of Gambling Studies states that there's a link between esports gambling and, quote, lower education, male gender, unemployment, and not being in a relationship, unquote. Admittedly, when I was doing research on this, that made me chuckle a bit. There are plenty of other studies that touch on the topic, but all their findings were quite repetitive. But to summarize all of them, they all mainly had negative findings. Reason number 2 as to why this is a huge issue, unfortunately, the gorilla grip of this gambling issue is on an international scale. The studies that I referenced earlier took place in Poland, Australia, and the United Kingdom. With Poland and the United Kingdom, the study was conducted on adults, while in Australia, the study was conducted on adolescents with problem gambling issues. It was also a prominent issue in Singapore, with many youths voicing their concerns and tales of distress as they dig themselves deeper and deeper into financial ruin due to gacha games. While doing research, I found many personal anecdotes online of people spending large sums of real-world currency on these games, which then led to them feeling negative emotions of distress, guilt, or even financial insecurity. Even while talking with people in real life about this assignment/topic, people opened up to me about their gacha game financial issues and the amount of tension it caused in their lives. As you can see here, no demographic is left unturned in this epidemic, whether it's adolescents or full-grown adults. It has affected so many people all throughout the world, but how can we resolve this issue? There are two main components to this issue finally being eradicated or at the very least mitigated to something more manageable. One route is for legal action to be taken that restricts the companies that run gacha games from having such an addictive chokehold on its player base. This can be seen in countries such as Belgium, with their National Gaming Commission outright banning loot boxes and games due to an incident of public outrage relating to the game Star Wars Battlefront 2. Another example of legal action being taken is with Singapore, where their National Council on Problem Gambling is currently fighting for governmental administrations to step in and enact regulations. Some examples of regulations include China and Japan's requirement of clarifying exactly what are the chances of acquiring an item when rolling for it. But even that is not enough, since some companies tend to purposefully use difficult to understand wording in order to trick players into thinking that their chances are higher than they actually are. The second part of the solution to the issues is for there to be more overall awareness on the topic. Gambling and financial topics have always been somewhat shunned in the public eye, as they can be seen as taboo in many cultures. But if awareness was raised, then many adolescents would be better prepared for knowing how to deal with gambling issues and the overall negative effects of the real-world financial spending in connection to video games. Although the topic may seem ridiculous at times, and many people may roll their eyes at the sheer thought of it, that is why it is a growing problem that is hard to combat. If more action is taken to help address the issue, it will eventually subside and could internationally lead to a drastic improvement in many people's lives. Thank you for listening to my video essay.